Hello everyone, so in this week's video I am doing a collaboration with my good friend Robin, best known as Mythical Gore on Instagram and YouTube. Check out the links in the description to find out how she made this unicorn special effects and see more pictures and clips. So I am going to be making a Griffin as a part of this Mythical Creatures collaboration with my friend, and to make this Griffin I am starting off taking some foil on my face cast, and I'm just shaping out and making a rough estimate on what sizes I want for my beak and forehead and eyebrow and nose piece. So taking some foil, marking out the shape and size of my beak, and then I'm just making a structure of the forehead and eyebrow and nose piece where the latex paste will be placed. So once I've got the foil all in place, I've made some latex paste. I have mixed up some flour and latex together to get this paste, and then I've just began to smooth it all out, working really nicely and gently on the face cast and prosthetic pieces, as the foil will slide around on the face cast. So just be gentle, be friendly, it will be your friend if you are treating it well. And then I'm just making sure it has a nice smooth clean edge so it's seamless and creates a better effect afterwards. And yeah, when working around your mouth, make sure that you only put it on your top lip, just because your mouth will still be able to open if it's only on your top lip, but if it's on both of your lips, your mouth will be shut, and your nose is also going to be covered. However, you can make a little hole if you want to be able to breathe through your nose, but I know I'll be fine breathing through my mouth. Just make sure you're still able to use your mouth because your nose will be covered. Then working around my eyes, just making sure I do not go where my eyes will actually be, otherwise I won't be able to see, obviously. So I'm just adding some latex paste along the bridge of my nose to make it nice and smooth and blend better, before working on my forehead and eyebrow pieces just to make it all blend nice and smooth and to recreate my face shape and structure. Once that was done, I then made some nostrils out of some more tin foil, so just folding up to make sure it's thick and then placing it into the prosthetic whilst the latex is still wet with an arch kind of shape, and then I'm just blending it in just so it doesn't look like a piece of foil that's been stuck into some latex paste on a face cast. You know, we want it to look real. And then I've just let that dry for 24 hours or overnight, just so it's nice and dry and ready to be painted on. So before I painted it, I powdered, peeled it off, trimmed it down, and then placed it back onto my face cast, ready for me to paint. So I'm going to be using yellow, orange, black and brown face paints, water activated, and I'm going to start painting. So starting off with an orange colour, I'm painting the actual beak and just around the beak, so all the way up to my forehead and on the cheek parts, before adding in some dark brown on my forehead and on the cheek parts, blending the orange and the dark brown together just so it has that nice and natural smooth transition and gives it a real realistic effect. Once that's done, I darkened up my nostrils a little bit with some of that brown before adding some black in the nostrils to really, you know, give them the nostril kind of look, you know, that black dark nose as a natural nostril would be. Then I added some black around the perimeter of my forehead and blended that just to give it some more definition. Added a little bit of contour on the sides of the bridge of my nose before darkening the cheeks as well with the black, blending it all together so it's nice and, you know, smooth. Then I've took some yellow to highlight my forehead and on the tip of the beak in a straight line. This will really make these high points stand out and give the face some depth and really emphasize the realisticness. Then I just let the water activates dry and my paint job was more or less complete. However, just to make them stay in place, I set every colour with the corresponding colour in eyeshadows, such as yellow with yellow, orange with orange, brown with brown and black with black. And then to make all that stay in place, I've took some hairspray and just done a thick load over the whole thing, and then I took some baby powder and pounded it all once it was dry to take that shine away. Now to apply the prosthetic, you're going to want to take all of your hair out of your face, Take some Vaseline to block out both your eyebrows and cover your hairline, because we do not want to pull our baby hairs out. I say this so many times, but you guys, you need to know that latex will probably pull all your baby hairs out, and it's not the nicest feeling peeling hair and latex apart. Then taking some latex and your prosthetic piece, covering your prosthetic piece in latex, placing it down onto your face to get a rough estimate where the latex will need to go, peeling it off, adding some latex onto your face where the prosthetic piece will go, letting that latex dry so that this prosthetic piece can then be reapplied onto the dry latex, as you can see me doing now, and then it should be held in place nice and firm. This is the best method I know for sticking prosthetics down, because it really gives them like a real nice strong hold, and that's what I think is best. Then to blend out the edges even more, taking some tissue and latex, and really like have little bits of tissue, you don't want a lot, just less tissue, and the closer to the prosthetic you are, the nicer transition and the nice smoother it will be. To make the tissue even more like a nicer transition, get the tissue, and you know how like you have layers, you want to split the layers because it will make it even thinner. When working around your eyes, be really careful, and then I'll let all of the latex and tissue dry before powdering it with baby powder, just so it has a nice matte finish, so the water activated face paints will have a nicer grip and texture. So starting with some brown water activate on my forehead, and then darkening around the perimeter again with the black, blending it all together with the prosthetic to make it seamless, you know, have that nice, you know, amazing Griffin look. And then I repeated this process around the rest of my face, starting off painting it all brown before taking some orange and black to highlight and contour my cheeks, obviously because we want a nice, you know, slim, gorgeous face. Now for my lip, I've took some more orange just to give the effect that my beak and lip are connected, and I just put orange around on my bottom lip and just around the beak, and then blended it with the brown so it's, you know, not just solid brown, because no, that's not how I wanted it to look. Then like I said, highlight and contour with orange and black. I did also highlight with yellow because I wanted it to be a lot stronger, have these cheekbones really stick out and have my cheeks sink in, because we want to look skinny, we want to look bird-like. We want a really slim face that comes down to a point at the end of this beak, and it will really like change your face shape, which is what I was going for. I also highlighted my chin just because I felt like it needed to be highlighted, and you're more or less finished with the face. A little thing that I didn't do is paint behind my ears and on my back of my neck, which if you're going to wear this out, definitely do, because I hate myself for looking at the outro video and realising that there is skin on show. So painting the rest of my chest, arms and all that brown, just so it all blends nicely. Then taking some orange, black, yellow and white water activated face paint and creating this feathered texture on my chest on both sides, as you can see here. Taking a fluffy part of the hood of a coat and clipping that together, and then spinning that round so the clip is at the back. Letting my hair out of this ugly top knot and letting it be free and curly and wild, and fluffing it all up, and you're done for this week's video. Goodbye.
To turn it on. We about to turn it up.